any crack in the road, this is what you're hearing. I can't fix that. What is up guys, Shams here with a new video. Thanks for tuning in once again for another banger, I think. Anyway, you clicked on this video because you want to know about the common issues on the Clio 197 and the Clio 200. So hold your horses, don't worry, get your food, get your drink, relax. I'm going to tell you my issues, yeah? Because I've been driving that car since last April. So I've come a few issues, yeah? So I know what I'm talking about, right? Cool. Issue number one, when it's cold, the car kangaroos, like legit. It feels like it wants to fucking take off and go to fucking space, bruv. Like it kangaroos like shit, like nuts, man. Now, there is a couple ways to fix this issue. You can get a map sensor from Ennis, or you can get it mapped out at any tuning company. They can map it out, but I suggest you go to like someone that knows about Renaults to get it tuned out, because the last thing you want is for, I don't know, a German tuner that's never worked on a Renault to tune your car, then it fucks up, you know what I mean? So just go to someone that knows what they're doing, that knows how to tune cars, and yeah, that's one. Call kangarooing. Number two, aka the gearbox issue, right? If you have a Clio 197 or 200, you know about the gearbox issues, right? Now, if you don't know what it is, I'ma tell you. You're driving along, you try to put in third, either it's not going in third, or you're hearing some next, you can hear like a grinding sound. The same thing happens with fourth gear, but sometimes, in my case, it's only crunching in third gear, like, and then when you go from third, bring it down to the fourth, you can't fucking find fourth. Like, you need a map to find fourth because it's not there. Like, you gotta wait for the revs to drop, then you can pluck it in fourth, and then by that time, bro, you lost the race. You legit lost the race. There's no fucking point, mate. So make sure you get it sorted out, because it just prolongs the life of the other gears in it. And if you don't know, in your gearbox is like gearbox oil, so you're gonna have a lot of metal shavings, the pieces of the synchro just bouncing out. Fix your fucking gearbox, right, if it's making that weird crunching sound, yeah? Cool. Third thing now, the cam cover bolts. So if you don't know what your cam cover bolts is, it's basically what's used to hold in the camshafts cover, the cam cover bolts, yeah? I don't know, that's what it does, yeah? Fucking, now it tends to leak a lot of oil. Now, when I first got my 197, I thought the VVT solenoid failed, but I mean the VVT O-ring solenoid failed, which it did fail. That was one of the reasons why I was seeing a lot of oil pooling up next to the coil packs, but you can also see a lot of oil coming from the actual bolts. Now, there is a couple stuff that you can do to fix this issue, like don't get a copper washer, don't get any washers, because that's not going to fix it, bro. Just get copper sealant or any type of metal sealant. Open up unscrew the bolt, put it around it, screw it back in, done, problem solved, right? That's one of the third common issues for the Clio 197 and the 200s. Now on to the fourth one, number 4, right? Now, this has affected me so much. So the fourth thing is the interior piece is rattling, right? It fucking rattles like a yo, it rattles, bro. Like, I don't know how much times I can say this so it can like stick into your head. Like, any crack in the road, this is what you're hearing. I can't fix that. Do you know why you can't fix that? Because there's no screws, right? With no screws means you can't tighten it or loosen it. It's clips. So when a clip is fucked, yeah, you gotta get a whole new piece, or you gotta knot it back together, or use some kitty hair type thing, goon squad type. Yo, yeah, Renault, fucking sort it out, mate. Sort it out, right? So this is number 5, right? Let me give you a scenario. I'm going to the shops, right? Tesco's, going to pick up some food shopping. Come back to my boot won't open. Now fuck, what's going on, right? It took me 41.2 seconds. Yes, I motherfucking timed this shit, right? 41.2 seconds, right, to open my boot. Now that's me holding it, yeah, and it trying to open. Like, the boot failed, but luckily the locking mechanism is quite inexpensive. It's around £12.50, and if you're not, you know, hands-on wrench type guy, it will cost you like a solid 60-70 pounds to get it sorted at a garage, right? And yeah, so just get a bit handy with the tool. It will help you out loads. But I was gonna stop recording, but fucking hell, mate, just thought about some new little issues, yeah. So the manifold on the Clio 197/200s, they fucking blow, right? Literally, they fucking blow. Right where it's welded, along where the housing is, where you seat it on to the actual block of the engine, those welds crack, right? It's fucking very common, right? I don't know why it does that. It just fucking cracks and it blows, right? So what people tend to do is they upgrade the manifold. Now they either get a K-Tech one, Toyo Sport manifold, Gravity manifold, you know, the whole shebang. But unfortunately those ones tend to knock on the lower subframe, so they cut it out or just upgrade the engine mounts, because, you know, when you accelerate, the engine goes back like this, it jerks up. So just imagine, like, this is where the engine is, right? Imagine this is the engine and this is the manifold, right? So when it goes up, the manifold knocks on the lower subframe, right? Which is this. It knocks on the, when you accelerate, it does this all the time. So that's the knocking. So what we tend to do is upgrade the engine mount so it can fucking stop that, right? And the lower dog bone and the gearbox mount, I think. I don't fucking know. But yeah, that's another issue. And yeah, I think this is number 7 now. Also, anyway, the calipers, the rear calipers, and the front calipers, they tend to seize a lot. Like, literally gets jammed when you're braking, or they get jammed when you go to brake, and then it will seem like you're always braking, and then that will cause uneven brake wear. You know, it ain't fucking good, bro. So you got to make sure that the brakes are checked, the pistons are good, the piston seize, not brakes, the pistons, you know, what pushes the, make sure that that's all greased up and all good when you're doing it, or even when you're gonna go check in, just make sure that it's all good. Even just put up the handbrake and roll the car, even put the handbrake down and roll the car, because if you can't roll the car when the handbrake is down and it's in neutral, you got a seized caliper or a seized piston somewhere, man. So you got to make sure you do all these checks, right? Making this video so you guys can know what to look out for when you're making a purchase on one of these cars. And yeah, I think that's number 7 now. So I think this is number 8 now. Number 8, the bottom end of these Renaults can go at any time. It doesn't matter what mileage it's on, what the car's been through, if it's been well serviced or not, bro. So it just fucking goes, right? I'm praying mine doesn't happen to mine, because damn, man, I've still got so much stuff to do to my car. Anyway, bottom end goes. I ain't got no fucking clue why it does that, to be honest. I don't know if the conrods might fail, the conrod bolts might come a bit loose, that can cause it to fail as well. And yeah, it's happening more and more frequently. It even happens on the Meganes as well. So I'm guessing it's kind of like a Renault type thing, you know, the build quality. But anyway, I don't think you really can prevent it as such, unless you get the bottom end refreshed at like 100,000 miles or even 50,000 miles. Yo, it depends. But yeah, that's another common issue on the Clio 197/200s. And I think there's one more. If there isn't one more, I'm probably gonna end it here. Let me do a quick cheeky check, mate. Anyway, I think I covered most of the issues for the Clio 197/200s. If there's more shit that, you know, it happened to your car, obviously you just drop me a comment, and then I might make a part 2 of all these videos which I'm doing. All these sitting down videos, I might do a part 2. You never know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. It's been your boy Shamsi. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you spot out for these issues. Make sure you look out for these issues. Nip them in the bud before they get really bad, because you don't want to fuck Clio 197. Trust me, you don't want that, bruv. Whew. And yeah, peace.